Kickoff fast approaching here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from North London. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious, but what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to hit.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Man in motion here is Washington. Now again, up the middle, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Vikings.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Get about 6 before he's taken down. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
To number 18.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27.
They get 15 on that game. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Minnesota.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Kenny McIntosh. Touchdown, Vikings. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Is this drive a sign of things to come? Hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the on defense?
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Browns nothing.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
Cooper going in motion. Now faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 10. On play action, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the first down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on second, protect the quarterback, and they can't get him some easy completions. It just makes everything for this play caller that much more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Browns offense ready for their second possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And this connection is just a thing of beauty, and sometimes you get so caught up in these timing routes and clear outs and rubs and all that sort of stuff, Mike. But really what happens so much in this league is just good old-fashioned pass game. Throw it up, run under it, and that connection is really what we saw here. That thing's in the air a good 65 yards, and that's the definition of a big strike, and it goes for 6.
Now, for the point after. He's got it. And the Browns will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have a Vikings 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. But they get it on 3rd and a yard. Now this time he'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Number 36.
20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Minnesota.
Vikings.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a toss play, running left. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's the punter now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue. Now it's the Browns as they get set to take over again on offense. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that, and you can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
Throw across his body is complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
46-yard line.
They send Edwards in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
They run with Kelly. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Kind of interesting. You don't see a lot of teams play dime personnel down here in the real low red zone, Mike, but great job by the defensive coordinator anticipating pass, right personnel, right coverage, and really muddied up that back end for the quarterback.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
He's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to, and as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
They run on the jet sweep. He'll get to the edge, but unsuccessfully stopped there for no gain.
Right at the line of
Well, that
scrimmage.
defense had that
No
pegged
gain on
from
the
the
play.
jump, Mike. They
Brings
tried to
up
catch him a
second
little
and
off guard
10.
by doing a jet
At the
sweep to the wide
Browns'
receiver.
39-yard
There
line.
was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A 5-yard pickup.
This is
on
a
the
great
play.
example here of just
And
not
it's
getting too
third
complicated
down.
as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 27, and it's first and goal.
First and goal, Minnesota.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Taken down behind the line.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. Throwing now from the gun. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
The kicker on
Point
for
after
the
try
extra point.
forthcoming. He knocks it through, and the Vikings are on top. It's 14 to 10.
14. Browns 10.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Here's Brown. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
That's good for a Browns.
The best
first
running
down.
backs, Mike, they have a really good
First and
balance
10
between
at the
executing the
36-yard
play that's
line.
designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
At the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second and 9. They'll go left side here and complete this one. And they get this one across midfield. to the 47-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's what they call a big dagger route. It's about 10, 15 yards where you just round off your outside foot and rip into the middle of the field, and they executed it to perfection, and they're able to move the chains.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Kelly. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
That's another Brown.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
On comes the punter now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. The Vikings offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down.
He might be a tight end by position definition, Mike, but this guy is a bona fide playmaker with the ball in his hands, and we're just seeing this more and more across the league. These guys have such a natural ability to pick up yards after the catch, and man, it does wonders for an offense when you don't always have to throw the ball far to pick up big gains.
34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
For Kenny McIntosh, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
3rd, they need 8. Over the middle to Jefferson. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Minnesota.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Vikings.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Slant, and it was intercepted. And the Browns will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Brown, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
9. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back to London, England. After this, 3rd down and 9. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big play for the Browns. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I love the aggressive approach. You don't want to give the ball back to your opponent in this situation. So they dial up a shot play, push the ball downfield, results in a massive play here late in the 1st half.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. They'll look to throw yet again. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. there's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns are back within a point. It's 14-13. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Clock will stop at 34 seconds to go until the break.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. He'll drop this one down for Chandler. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout to talk things over before 3rd down. Now Kevin O'Connell will send out the field goal unit. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Vikings going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
The 36-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second
and inches. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. His throw left side is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
For any long developing play like that to work, everyone on the offensive side of the ball has to do their job at a high level. First, the pass protection has to hold up. Then, the receiver has to be able to separate from his man defender. And then, of course, the quarterback has to be on time and on target with the ball. And when you do, you move the chains.
And the Browns going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
First down and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
Brown, and he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hopkins now to take on the extra point. His kick is good. And the Browns go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Vikings 17.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Washington. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Pickup. First down, Vikings.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Man in motion here is Washington. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. And that ball incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. To the ground, a first down run. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Good throw. Out wide. It's caught. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone, and listen, I understand that hit is coming, but guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
At the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the
A running back that can be
line.
used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses, and you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball, and I think the rest of this game they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
They'll look to throw. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Back at the 33-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Going right, it's taken in, and he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
He's got the hook up there to Cooper. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Flushed to his left. He runs with it.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
3 points are huge.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now this time he'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
He'll step up and run this. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
It's 3rd and 7.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
On the play.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to it.
Brings up fourth down.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. Now the return, and good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Cooper going in motion. On play action, hero. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
19 yards. And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. But fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the ground, it's Brown. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
First down.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up, and until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his butt.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
Throwing now from the gun. On the quick slant, that's Judy. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll look to throw again. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Hopkins
for the
on to
extra
add the
point.
extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Vikings 20.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. Man in motion here is Washington. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Going up top, and the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. And it's going to be 3rd down.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
On 3rd down, they'll set up. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
And now the punting unit will come up. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
First down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 9.
Louds another catch for his favorite target. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's good for a Browns.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Brought down behind the line of
Where a
scrimmage.
defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Back to throw. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls
Intended for
incomplete.
number 82.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. This will be from 42 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more.
26-yard line.
Now, faking the give. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Gain of 21 yards.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. By Hawkinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple. Finding his tight end man. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings first down.
to the air one more time. He's got the tight end there. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It is 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. He takes off, and he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Vikings! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Point after, coming up here. He's got it. The Vikings are back within 6.
The score, Browns 33, Vikings 27.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
36-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Set up the wide receiver screen with Cooper. Loose inside the 30. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. So it's a win for the Browns. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from London.